what happened yesterday. There was a cyber attack that took place on an NHS hospital in London. Ironically, of all the places for it to happen, was London of all places. So I'm gonna get through the, gonna do the decode. Now, the credit goes to More or Audio Oracle on YouTube for highlighting this story. An NHS cyber attack. Major UK hospitals forced to cancel surgeries and blood transfusion as critical incident declared. I think he's got some screenshots. Just want to highlight where it actually happened. Where has he got it? Somewhere. Is it here? Is this his channel here? I'm on his channel. I just want to try to find it. I have to go here. Bear with me. Audio or yeah, here. St. Thomas's Hospital. That was impacted as well. There were 4 fishes hospital, we told. Wait for weeks to the blood transfusions. It says London Guy's, St. Thomas and King's College Hospital to impacted. So it took place in London. Yeah, contracted IT firm Synovis. They confirmed that they've been hit by this cyber attack. So I'm going to go through the decode. Using gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words. Goes all the way back to 6th century BC, Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism, the idea that letters and numbers created the entire world and the universe. NHS cyber attack equals 31 in the alphanumeric. In one, there's like several ciphers on the actual gematria website, calculator website, Hyperdope. I don't use the one on Derek's website much because it's changed a lot over the years. Alphanumeric halves is 31, excuse me, and the word Mossad's 31. I highlight Mossad because they are known to be specialists in this kind of cyber attack hacking. And what's also interesting is that this cyber attack occurred on the 156th day of the year, 156. Because the word false flag in one of the Latin or Jewish ciphers is 156. NHS cyber attack is 51, like conspiracy 51. NHS cyber attack is also 84, like the Jesuit order 84. Again, another example of how the whole thing is being scripted by the numbers. It's also bearing in mind that back in was it 2021, 2022, there was something called Cyber Polygon, a series of exercises by the World Economic Forum to simulate a collapse of the internet because of comprehensive cyber attacks. So I used the date July the 8th, 2022 to come up with the date duration between that and June the 4th, which was yesterday. And you get, excuse me, 1 year, 333 days, 13333. The word government is 133. Sure, once again, this whole thing is staged. and the hospitals that hit were in London. London 74, false flag 74, Masonic 74. Also this attack took place 20 days before the anniversary of the Grand Lodge of England, founded in the 24th of June 1717, which we are approaching the anniversary, 360 years. And what's interesting is that and 110 days from the Grand Lodge founding to the cyber attack. And I noticed also that using a bit of imagination, you could say, is that those three numbers, if you add one, add a 1, and add 1, you get 3. If you add 2, add a 1, you get 3. Hence, it's 33. And you know, 33 is a number that you see in a lot of these rituals. The 33 number. Basically, it's 33. You see how? See, if you notice, using the paint, I just scrubbed a 33 because I'm highlighting this. Highlighted the fact that this is a 33. They said one person was watching. So a lot of things have been happening in the world. Now this is the guy at the bottom. That's a guy from YouTube called Jurassic Liars. And it's interesting that Donald Trump equals 48, because he's been saying for quite a while about a possible assassination, or fake assassination, that's what it is, that will happen on this date here. 48. 48 is reference to the 4th of August. He believes it will happen on Ohio. I don't know if it is going to happen on that day, but we'll have to wait and see what happens on that day, because Donald Trump is coded to have something happen to him on that day, but we'll have to wait and see. Let me just Donald Trump's birthday is on the 14th, and on the 4th of August. "51 days apart, his birthday and August the 4th, where they say they might have, where they say they might have an assassination, a fake assassination on him. So that's 51 days apart. 51 days. Conspiracy 51. 7 weeks and 2 days. Just order 52. Since we're on the topic of Donald Trump, let's go through something on Donald Trump. This is from Miles Mathis. I often use this as a reference. This is what he says, and I quote, by Miles Mathis, May 20, 2024. I've been telling you from the beginning, all the Trump trials are theatre staged by the CIA, including the rape trials, the Stormy Daniels trials. Yeah, he said story. I think he misspelled Stormy, unless he put Stormy Daniels on purpose. And all the financial trials that are being decided today. A lot of people come to realise this, and the mainstream is not admitting it. Most people in Europe have been ignoring the whole thing. Well, being the UK, it's kind of true, because we got all. I mean, we're mostly occupied with the. Like in the UK, about the rest of Europe, we're more bothered about what's going on. We're more bothered about what's going on in the election cycle, because we're in an election cycle now, because there's going to be a general election on the 4th of July. So we're mostly bothered. So much more bothered about that. We're not really taking an interest in what's going on in America. We might report it, but it's mostly about what's going on here. Every day we get proof of that, as judges and lawyers say something that would never be said in a real courtroom. I know someone noticed there that I've sort of got it's like I got a cold or flu. Yeah, I've had it for I had it like last week. Obviously I'm recovering. It's one of those long running flus. Sometimes it just takes weeks before it clear off, but hopefully it's just a big deal. Every day, yeah, we get proof. But today was so obvious, many of the mainstream mouth at the absurdity of it all. It's time for the fake judgment by the jury, and the judges giving them final instructions. The first absurdity is that juries are not being given copies of their extensive instructions, being expected to memorize what the judge has said. They can ask for a repeat of specific points, but no paper copies are being made to save trees, I guess. This is proof enough that the whole thing is fake. It doesn't stop here. Even better than is a judge's instruction that 3 of the charges on the table anyone will do, and they can take a pick. As long as they believe he is guilty at one of the 3, the verdict will be required unanimous. Of course, that's not how it works. The law isn't a grab bag. A guilty verdict has always required unanimity on a given charge, and you can't bundle them like this. Since they are writing the script themselves, I don't know why they can't make it believable. They can't hire a real lawyer to give some continuity. My guess isn't lazy writing. It's done on purpose to mess with your mind. There you go. That's what I was saying to somebody yesterday, that it is staged. And she's like, really? Yes, it's a stage. Now, I'm kind of glad that she was intrigued by that, what I said. Staged because there is undoubtedly something going on here. You got these trials on. You got all these different court cases on him. Stormy Daniels, the financial charges against him, the election fraud charges against him. It's all leading to something, and now it has been created. On the one hand, the mainstream are going to say that he is guilty of these crimes, and then the alternative, the controlled alternative media, the controlled narrative, the controlled truth narrative, I should say, they're going to say that he's been persecuted by the deep state. They're trying to block him. Now this is all a witch hunt against Donald Trump, which is typical of the controlled opposition, because that's what they're going to say, aren't they? Or this is just the last bit here, or at least how it used to be, and the Phoenicians are still living on past glory. The Phoenicians being he believes it's basically these Phoenician bankers, families that are ultimately running the world. I haven't got time to go into that history. They're acting like it is still 1990. Word hasn't reached them in the Langley dungeons that the whole joke is reversing on them, and that the vaunted Operation Kiss has flipped on them. He says the fake trial going transparent worldwide is disastrous for them, since it proves what I've been telling you for years. Major government trials like that can be faked and have been since the beginning. Once people realise that about, they'll open it out to all the rest, including the Manson trials, the OJ trials, Alex Jones, the Sandy Hook trials, the Salem Witch trial, the Nuremberg Hitler's treason trial, Phil Spector, Robert Blake, the Menendez brothers, Ted Bundy, the Boston Marathon, Eugene Debs, Leopold and Loeb, the gymnastic trials, the Scotch trials, the Algorithm, and all those fictions are blown. The sets are coming down around them as we speak. Okay, let me just get a chart. So yeah, that was just what was being said. Yeah, I do remember Dr. Savage saying that when he was in the stream. It says that more than 0 are watching people, or is watching me, but for some reason it seems to say that it's not. So again, I don't know why. I don't know what's going on YouTube. I don't know why they seem to be hiding who's watching me. So it's very weird. Is there anyone in the chat? Please message me, because I would like to hear from you. Damn it, man. Nothing worse than a sniffing nose, honestly. Okay, just gonna. Still got time for something else. Mention something about Alex Jones. I don't want to spend too much time on Alex Jones. It's about what's going on with Alex Jones, about possibly shutting down InfoWars. Looks like he's been given some kind of leeway, like 2 weeks before they shut him down. I mean, if they do shut him down, I don't think it's the end of him, because he'll find he'll go somewhere, maybe out of the country, or just do it at the comfort of his own home. Send it always after us, and he'll just keep his house. And just carry on doing his thing, telling the truth supposedly. The other thing going on at InfoWars today is Alex's own sort of fund drive, one he specialises in, but which is beneath me. He's claiming he was almost shut down last night. There was allegedly some sort of raid based on his fake Sandy Hook judgment, which would make no sense if the Sandy Hook trial was real, which it wasn't. If the authorities had some sort of order to liquidate, it would not have failed. If InfoWars was being shut down, it would be shut down. Well, that's the point in it. He's saying, "Oh, they're going to shut me down." He would have been shut down immediately, but it didn't happen. Do you think the authorities showed up and Alex would just refuse to let them in and they went away? It doesn't work like that. If you resist in a situation like they said in a SWAT team, the government normally doesn't take no for an answer and just leave a card. My guess is Alex saw Trump getting big donations by playing the victim. Possible. And they want to be a part of the fun. If Trump can fake an event, so can Jones. Which brings us to that. We are being told by tens of thousands of people are breaking the internet by trying to donate to Trump after his guilty verdict. I don't believe that either. Just ask yourself how stupid those people would have to be. Remember, Trump is a billionaire. So if anyone doesn't need donations or GoFundMe page, it is Trump. Trump has been between 2 and 5 billion or more. So no one with less than 2 billion in the bank should be donated to Trump. Is that you? I don't think so. Besides which, the Trump trials are just TV theatre. You might as well donate to those poor hobbits in the rings of power. By the way, in the interview with Bravo and Rice, Jones asks Weiss if the Trump trials are fake. Weiss, this is David Weiss, a flat earther, says he doesn't know, but all three of them but all three of them know they are fake. They're just another mind screw. So there's a lot of strange things going on. I'm just gonna stop it now.